third lesson for the second section of the flow form. In each section of the flow form, we'll do 8 videos. Yeah, there'll be 8 videos for the whole section. So this is the third one, and this will be quite a quick one because these movements you already know. 8, 9, and 10 are exactly the same as in the first section. The difference is just a slight difference in direction. Yeah. Remember the last piece that you just learned in the second video, that your 5th, 6th, and 7th position, your press and your push, we're at the back corner instead of at the side wall. Well, this will be similar with this. Our single whip will be at the corner instead of at the wall. Okay, but let's get into it. So where we left off, second section start, in the first section, cross hand position. Weight and left leg. 1, to the corner. 2, back to the other corner. 3, 4, 4, roll back. 5, press. 6, 7, the push. So we're facing the back corner. 8, we're going to step with the left leg. We're going to have the sweeping motion that we had in the first section, but we're going to turn all the way to the front wall. So only to the front wall this time. Remember in the first section it was all the way to the corner. This is just to the front wall. Remember wrists the same height as the elbows, same position, same basic position that you achieved in the first section, just different direction. So from 7, sweep, 8. And what you may be feeling with this now, this movement, is it may not be so rigid. You may feel there's a little bit of waviness in it, smoothness in it. 8. See how the arms come in, there's nice fluidity in it. You may be starting to feel this already in your first section. That's good if you are. Don't exaggerate it, but recognize there are waves in the body. Yeah? So let's do it again. 8. Now 9. 9 is the same as the first section, and this time it's exactly the same. It's only to the corner. So it's the Taiji ball facing the corner. Remember in the first section it was also facing the corner. This one also. So it's the same position. And it's the same position as the very first posture. Just the Taiji ball, left hand under the right hand. Nice and calm. Remember in this position, the elbows want to be at not more than 90 degrees, so they don't pull in so much like that. Okay, and they don't want to be too far out. And the hands in your form should feel as if they're being held up by someone else. That's how correct your structure is. When you have that, you may have the feeling like you're swimming in water, that the ear has become thicker. Like after when we did the standing and we were playing with the feeling after the standing, same thing. You may feel this, the ear has become alive. This is an important thing to become aware of, and this is when you know when your structure is developing. You know when your awareness is developing is when you start to feel like you're moving through something, and that something is not only like water, it becomes stickier, it becomes more heavier to move. This is a very, very nice feeling, and your awareness starts to extend beyond yourself. It's not just within yourself, it's this whole space. You take this whole space, you feel the whole space. Not only in front of you, to the sides, behind you, your awareness extends. Okay, but you don't need to force this. This actually comes naturally when you have an awareness. Just an open, calm awareness. Let's get back into it. 7, 8, the sweep, 9, Taiji ball, and 10, the single whip, diagonal single whip. So just to the corner, left hand coming up, straight out, diagonal single whip. Only difference, now we're facing the front corner instead of the front wall as it is in the first section. So all these positions, you know, you just got to be aware of the different directions. Okay, so if we do it one more. 8, 9, 10. Stay there. Okay. Now in the 10th paragraph of the Chang San-Feng Taiji Classic, it states that the body should be connected together, joint by joint like string. Yeah, joint by joint like string. So it's a smooth connection. So even when we're first learning, okay, like I was talking earlier, we have these dots. Like in the first section, I was talking about the dots. You have these dots, so you're connecting to the dots. But gradually, those dots become more and more smoother. Now for you guys, as you're working in the second section, this is what you may start noticing in your first section. Yeah, you may start noticing that there's a smoothness, there's a smooth transition from one movement to the other. This is perfect if this is happening. If it's not, don't stress it. But what is very important is you don't do boom, boom, boom. You don't want to have any staticness. Okay, remember the 4 principles. Okay, the 4 principles that we're working on in the flow form. Okay, the breathing. So the breathing is deep. The breathing is in the belly. It's calm. Okay, when you have breathing, you have the relaxation. So you can relax in the correct structure. Not collapsing, relaxation. Okay, so you don't hold any extra tension in your body. Third one, correct body structure. Okay, when you have correct body structure, it's easier to breathe. Obviously, it's easier to breathe. It's easier to relax. Everything starts falling into place. Yeah. And then movement. Okay, so here we're getting this momentum, this fluidity, this nice smooth momentum. So this is what you may start feeling already in the first section. When we're going through these positions like we're doing now, 7, 8, 9, 10, or 8, 9, 10, find the correct posture. Find the correct posture. It doesn't matter if 8, 9, it doesn't matter if you stay with it for a little while to make sure you're in the right posture. As you learn more, this area will start getting fluid and more and more fluid. You don't really have to force it. Yeah? But if you're noticing in your first section that you're still very much dong, 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 try to pay aware of making it a little bit rounder. And that means your movement must come from the base, the turning must come from the yao kwa. Yeah? Okay, so that's all for the, let's go through right from the start, right from the start of the second section, right up to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,